Okay, hello dear friends, good morning, such a beautiful, beautiful morning. And it just makes me so happy to come to museum again. And this is San Francisco deYoung Museum, and I am coming back. Oh, this makes me so happy. Let's go in. Fresh air, bright sunshine, nothing better than this. Nothing. This is the best. This is so good. This makes me so happy.
They're trying to be there for years, but they had a contract with the city for 20 years, and they're trying to get it extended for 4 more years. So I would expect it to be. Yeah, I haven't been any other music, but I really paying attention. Yeah, have you been on it? No, I liked it. Yeah. It's a really nice view of that. Yeah, you're here.
It's from New York. I go to that or
Sounds different. You told us 582.
we are good friends.
Wow, you did each other for 6 millimeters. What college? Berkeley, wow. Crazy. Doesn't happen. Yeah. My parents, I think my parents were 18 cents is your change. Any plans after this? Where at? Green, where's that?
On the bay.
Yeah, what kind of food?
Vegetarian.
So it's salad. Green, enjoy. Hi there. Are you
out of Diego. So Rita, they've been went out in town.
Okay, that's such a wonderful feeling. Just step into this elegant architect, this elegant architecture, and walk around. Oh, it makes me happy. So here I come for the general admission. There is a Picasso Calder and Frida Kahlo exhibition, 2 exhibitions, special exhibitions. So a lot of people here. And I didn't got ticket, but I got a general admission. So I just look around at the classic pieces. I mean the collection and the long-term pieces. So after a long time not coming to museum, it really feels so refreshing and feels so good and feels so different now. I used to think, wow, I have been here so many times, and just the distance of a couple of years create such an old friend, refound that feeling. It is just wonderful. And I am standing here contemplating on this art form. So this is a Polynesian Pacific island, and the oceanic part of exhibition, and it's so interesting. Not only interesting, you just kind of hard to imagine that art takes its form, takes its style, and takes its approach so differently and so vividly. And I remember I went to Tahiti a couple of years ago, a lot of this kind of art. And when you see the people there, and when you see their tattoo there, it's a strikingly impressive, because their figure is strong, and this really brings a lot of the locality of that piece of land or that piece of water. And a lot of materials very much comes from the coconut trees, coconut leaf, turtle shell, and the local plant and things. But it's just so expressive. Look at the nose, and it is so unique and so stylized. That must be a surfboard, right? That must be inspired by the turtle. And this might be inspired by a boat. Anyway, this must be a surfboard or something. Look at this, and carved, make it so pretty. and made into a particular design of carving, which inspired by the leaf of that place. And that one, that kind of reminds me of turtle and the big huge leaf of foliage. Oh, this is so interesting. Now I see it. When we open up our eyes, this must be inspired by the eagles and birds, right? The long beak or the long nose. Yeah. Maybe it's a combination of or incarnation of bird and fish. That's so interesting. I like to think about its functionality. This might be inspired by the fire. There is a movie on the other side. Okay, it's just very interesting. Let's move on. Let's move on. A little bit too much sound. We go to a relatively quiet place. And of course, we have to see this pair of masterpieces of Nicaragua fall. Niagara, sorry, not Nicaragua. No. I have hard time to pronounce it. Niagara. Oh, this is so wonderful. And I love these classic pieces. And I have an endless love for landscape, maybe because of my lack of ability for human figure. And also I find very, very much inspired, touched by landscape. Okay, there are too much sound. Let's go to a place where is oh wow, Juan Buckingham Mission San Carlos. Mission San Carlos. That is so wow, so nostalgic. Wow, such a wonderful piece. I have listened to this explanation actually, that piece of painting, the 3 children of a rich family, or a well-established family. Look at this young lady, the fabric, the water, so vivid. Wow. This seems a new one. I do not recall have seen it. James Earl, Mrs. John Rogers. I do not recall seeing it. But a hair and perfect body. I mean perfect, perfect expression and proportion of the artistic style. Look at the eyes. Unbelievable. Wow. Okay, so here we have two pieces of Albert Bierstadt painting. And Albert Bierstadt was a German, and later on he came to America, and he has painted some California scene and has painted some American landscape scene. The one in front of our eyes is the Arch of Octavius. So it's a Roman fish market. It's quite interesting that he incorporated a lot of elements into it. So the first element is this sleeping man, and it's indicate the decline of Roman, and the sleeping Endymion was reincarcerated through this painted figure. And this one, the sweeper, street sweeper, was the incarnation of Barberini faun. I do not know much about this part of history, but the fish market is very vivid, and it actually reminds me of maybe there is a famous painting by Caravaggio, and very vividly decrypt human figure, human expression at the fish market. Okay, so here there are two American tourist men and his wife, and American is always so stands out. Oh, and feels a little bit different, odd. Of course, when we travel, we look different. But look at the wall and the old, ancient, the antiqueness of the wall and the decline of it. It's just kind of nostalgic and kind of saddening, don't you think so? And another thing, he incorporated the fish scale and the cookie Saint-Jacques, the scallop shell into the painting, because this is a fish market. So he actually designed the frame to blend in with this scene of this painting. Now here is another piece of painting. I think we have seen it in my previous trip to San Francisco. So one thing I didn't notice, there was a figure behind. You can see there was a figure. And in front of the stairs is is kind of a beggar with the infant. It is such a heavy topic that that Christianity, charity, and 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 truthness, pretentious. Anyway, it's a lot of things that is beyond word can explain. Only you can feel it. I think I'd better not to explain it. And this oak tree is always so symbolic and historic. And Albert Bierstadt, he incorporate the oak tree branch with the frame, incorporate together as a way to express his pursuit for individuality, for something unique, something different, instead of industrial produced, uniformed frame. That's something I learned today. Okay, let me take a picture of it. Okay, and for some reason I am always inspired or attracted to this piece. Do not know. There is a feeling of it that is so so calming, calm down, so passionate, the color, and so cool and so relaxed. I do not know, because it makes you feel that this is something maybe you can attempt. I always, every time when I come to deYoung Museum, I will look for this piece and see if I can find something new or something that inspire me to start. And the other day in my skillshare Chinese painting class or painting class, one of the painting is painting trees, watercolor trees, and then one student, she made a piece of painting with this beautiful color and a little bit dried up brush, and immediately recall me of this piece of painting. There is a lot of depth and expression in it. I just find it so impressive, so attractive. It's not so complicated, but in its simplicity, there is something so deep that attracts me. It's hard to explain. I just feel the connection. I think everyone has something to connect to. I do not even know why I am so connected. Maybe because of the sky, orange color sky, maybe because of the color harmony. It is, these are the colors of different family, but they are so harmoniously coexist, and there is something makes me very, very comfortable, and you can see the depths and a little bit of vagueness. Just wonderful, wonderful. By Richard Mayhew, Richard Mayhew, Gracefully. And these paintings are oil painting, Herman Dodge Martin, all of them. They are just fantastic, fantastic. We can learn about coloring. And every time come to here, really makes me look at this one. Oh my, it's like in the dream. Look at this one. George Inez. And this is a masterpiece gallery. This gallery is a lot of American Hudson School and European doing American art. It's a very classy style of painting. Okay, there, I feel there is a lot of sound, so I better not to make too much sound. Look at this one. Who made this? This is Sandelberg. Wonderful. So here I am attracted by this piece of painting by Louis Ritman, A Day in July. For some reason, this is so impressionist, and you feel there is a lot of relax and freedom in this painting. So each stroke is not completely filled with the color, and there are some paints relatively dried up, so you see the line is not connected, but actually it borrows. I do not know if this is the artist's original thought, but from what I am seeing right here, it actually borrows my vision, my thought, my thinking process into it. So it connects those empty space and invite me to make the connection, to see the shape and to see the light, to see the reflection. The reflection could be a house, could be a tree. The green one could be tree reflecting, and it could be a little bit choppy water. It could be a quiet water, but because some teeny tiny movement, so there is this little small waves, and the random shape of the leaves in contrast with the relatively regular shaped or rectangular shaped reflection, and the boat goes this way, so it makes such a asymmetric yet inviting everything in. The woman is not right in the middle, a little bit on the side, so she holds the whole space, and there is a lot of room for her vision in front of her eyes. And the dark green color on the upper left corner In contrast, on the lower right corner, splash of color. And in the middle, a little bit of purple brings a little bit of change, but still they are in the same family, the color. And a little bit of white open up the space, and you feel it's not cramped. You feel you can breathe. Now I cannot breathe very well. I'm wearing a face mask. Anyway, and also you see this stripe, this kind of design never go out of style. I have a lot of stripes, skirt, dress. This is so pretty. I want to wear this style of clothes. Small on top and loose, relaxed on the bottom. And the shape is beautiful, beautiful. Oh, this one is so aristocrat. This must be cabaret. Yes, outdoor stage, France. Oh. Absolutely beautiful and elegant and perfect. This too looks a little bit new. I remember there used to be another piece of painting, I feel, John Singer Sargent. John Singer. I feel this. And the water, the choppy water, you can feel the movement of the water. And very clear water, transparent. John Singer Sargent. Oh, Fiancé. Where is this in Fiancé? I do not recall this place. I must have forgot. But the tree and the structure, oh, how beautiful.